Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel for another war video. It's War 7, and we're up against Palo. I'm taking on this I-bomb on path 4. I believe it's insult to injury, so I do know my parries will fail. I'm going to get weaknesses if I stay close to him. The goal here is to just use my poison immunity, throw off some specials, and get out of this fight. I do make some mistakes in this fight. You'll see there I get tagged a couple times. Here he dashes at me, I try to throw this SP2 off, get some damage in. Throw off these incinerates, heal block him a little bit, take advantage of the sick and tired that Hyperion is. We counter his SP1 here with our heavy. We don't get very good Fury RNG. I'm just going to keep spamming the SP1 here, try to create some distance. I don't want the weaknesses to stack up too much, but again, I make a mistake here. At some point, I just kind of get tagged and lose a little bit more health, but this fight is going pretty well overall. There, I back up, and I think I meant to launch the special 2, but I missed the button, so here I heavy counter, get some furies, and throw off the special 3. This will get me out of the corner, should do decent damage. I have a good amount of furies, and put us in a position to win this fight. So we back him off of us, come out of here, he throws his SP1 pretty quickly, and we're going to go back in with the heavy. Again, try to keep him away from us as much as possible, and when he dashes in here, I'm going to try to throw a special, but he just isn't really dashing, so it takes a minute, but then those incinerates will finish him off. So, relatively straightforward fight with Hyperion, making his war debut successfully there, and we will keep it moving into Section 2. My fight will be this Annihilus. I'm using Sym Supreme here again, sick and tired. The reason we went with Sym Supreme here is because you're immediately going to nullify his rod, so you don't have to deal with the weird parries, and you're able to control him pretty well. You're not really going to get his, I can't remember what they're called, intimidating presence? No, that's void. Whatever his debuffs are called, we're not really going to get them on us in this fight. I think in this fight I managed not to eat a special, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Again, trying to get caught up on more videos, and we're a little bit behind, so I'm just going to back off, and I'm going to wait things out, throw my SP3, and from here on out, the fight is pretty much in control. He's going to come at us, I'm going to throw my SP2, Power Steal, and with the power back boosts on I put on, I'm back to a special 3, and I'm pretty sure this finishes him, but I can't remember exactly. I think it does though. Got a good amount of armor breaks on him, so yep, down the drain. Very straightforward fight with Sym Supreme. Probably the best counter there, even though there's others that you could probably use. Next up, we have this Havoc with Warlock. Again, this fight should be very straightforward. The one thing you kind of shouldn't do is parry heavy in this matchup, because if you bleed him, you're going to put plasmas on you, and then you have the potential for him to go unblockable if you ever get the armor break. So we're just going to do straightforward combos. I used a PS1 here in this fight just to get the special 2 faster, kind of lock this guy down. So keep pushing him, pushing to SP2, try to back off. Try not to get the armor break on us if we can help it. I don't believe I switched my power backs. Felt like a waste of the tech power back boost in this fight, because this fight is so straightforward with Warlock. So he goes down, 100% health pretty much, 98, close enough. And finally the fight that we really brought Hyperion for, this Omega Sentinel over here on the Stunning Reflection node. So our goal here is pretty much to SP1 spam, bait SP1s, try not to get cornered. I practiced the heavy counter with Hyperion so that I would be able to do it in the match. Again, I don't want to parry here. I wanted to get some Furies stacked. I get 3. I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to start using my SP1 counter. Now I can parry. I'm going to heavy again. I would love it if she dashed at me here, but she does not, so I'm going to back off. And here I kind of make a little bit of a mistake. I think this is where I get cornered and parried. Now I think it's coming up. Throw this SP3, do some damage, get back to the rotation of throwing SP1s. Again, if you don't get your SP1 off, I think it's safer to not throw your SP2 just in case the stun window doesn't line up. Even if it's down. This SP2 is pretty long and it's kind of hard to line up perfectly. So here I'm just throwing the SP1 again as she dashes at me. Get those incinerates on. Now we can parry heavy, get some furies. Again, I think we're going to miss our window here just because she refuses to dash. I didn't want to throw that SP2 because the stun shield was up. Here, I'm backing off. I'm just going to throw another SP3 because she was not really cooperating. Wasn't really throwing a heavy. I couldn't get furies up, but that's okay. Hits pretty hard. And now we're going to back up again. Try to bait out the special one. Do it successfully. Now we get our heavy off. The fight's going pretty well here. Here I was backing up, waiting for an SP1. I should have just stood my ground. There was no real need to do that, and I think I accidentally parry here at some point. Or maybe not. I can't remember. I thought I made a pretty serious mistake in this fight, but maybe it's a future... Oh yeah, there it is. I wasn't paying attention to her armor ups and got auto-blocked, but it's all good. She does a little bit of damage to us, and we finish her off with an SP1. So, I knew I made a mistake in that fight. I knew it. I just couldn't remember what it was. But yeah, that was the war for me. Good war for us overall. 4 deaths to their 29. They stopped trying after we had beaten them, so normally they're not that high. But overall, on the season in War 7, we are 6-1 at this point. Only loss was to GT40, so pretty happy with that. If you guys like this video, please like, share, subscribe for future content, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.